Hey everyone, welcome back to another Blue Surf trading video. This is the chart review of Wednesday, the 11th, June 11th. It was another choppy day, messing around in the range, messing around near point of control, VWAP. You finally get a little relief here, but then it goes back into this correction from 2 o'clock on. I don't remember what this big doji candle on the 5-minute chart is, but we get the news event here. That takes you up. You come back down to VWAP. You can see that. We get this nice wiki candle, then you get this engulfing candle, and then you retest point of control here, and then it takes you all the way up to this top. Then you get this impulsive 5-minute candle, take you back down to point of control. You get this 3-wave move here. Starts at around 12:30, 12:20. A lot of people probably went short here at the break of this candle. You get this nice signal bar here, put the stop up here, then you get stopped out. You get this other nice signal bar here after the 3-wave move. Now, a lot of people don't like to short when you're above the moving averages, but in this case, that was probably the best trade of the day. Well, obviously, there's a lot of room here. We'll check later if we can find some entries on the 1-minute chart here. And then, like I said, it just goes back up and creates this correction. So I got stuck in a couple break-even trades on the 40 range chart. So it's like each candle is 10 points. This has happened to a couple days in a row here. Here, I'll go over it. I think it was, here's the one that I wanted to take. This signal candle right here. It's above the 200. It's above the 2 moving averages. The MACD just starts moving up and crosses with this candle. I like when it's more here, where the MACD lines are wider, and these candles here are kind of going up. So this is the one I took right here. It's almost the exact trade I took the day before. So I wait for it to bounce, give me this signal candle. I put my order in right here. It goes up about a point away from my target. It comes all the way back down, goes all the way back up, goes about a tick or two away from the target. I move the stop to break even because if this comes all the way back down, I'm not playing that. And then it takes me out at break even. The day before, it's almost the exact scenario, except I put my stop at 11 points instead of 10. And it would have taken me out at 10 points. Then it comes back down. Then it goes back up almost to 10 points again. I put my stop to about 5 points in profit, and it comes. So I got to 5 points. I shouldn't complain too much, but this happened at the exact opposite time around, 1:30 or 2 o'clock yesterday as well, except it was a bearish move, and it comes right back and takes me out for break even again. I mean, I went on tilt pretty hard yesterday, and I didn't even lose any money. I mean, I lost money on an Apex evaluation, but that's about it. And then you have this great move here. This candle, you win. This candle, you win. This is the trade of the day. We saw that 5-minute trade earlier, but this is a signal candle after 3 red bars. This is actually off of the 15-minute opening range. This is the opening range line right here. And on the 1-minute chart, you get this great signal bar as well, but I just didn't take it. I had a really bad problem with execution yesterday, and it's simply because this I didn't take this, and then this trade didn't work out, and the rest of the day I was just like frozen. I was going on tilt. I was emotional, and last night would have been a good night to review that trading book, Best Loser Wins, where it helps you with trading psychology, and it helps you accept losing trades as just part of the game and not to get emotional about it. Anyway, I think this that 5-minute, where is that? Trying to find that 5-minute. This must be it right here. So here's that 5-minute correction. Once you get under these moving averages, if you're trading this 40 range chart, this would have been a good move. Stopped out there, another good move, another good move. I take these signal candles because it's a good way to manage risk, because you know how much the candle is going to move. Another great move here. One of these is where I took the trade and it came right back. Is it this one? Maybe that's another one of those break-even trades. Anyway, look at TradingView real fast. Here's that 5-minute chart. Here's that 3-wave move here. These lines are the 1-hour opening range, and these lines, these horizontal lines here, that's the 15-minute opening range. So there's the 15-minute opening range. This is the 1 hour. So at 10:30. So here's another trade I just realized. I had my order in to go short when it retested the initial balance range, the 1 hour, and it missed it by like a tick. And look what happened, all the way down. Just amazing. So let's look and see if we had any 1 minute. We've already looked at the 40 range after that 5-minute correction. Let's look at goodness. Come on. All right, here we go. All right, so you broke out. You're still in the initial balance area here. Don't really get anything. This doesn't come back up and test initial balance, but you don't really get a good signal candle here either. What you do get is a nice 1, 2, 3 move. So you go up, come down, that breaks this candle, come back up, and then here's your entry right here if you take those kind of trades. Here's a signal bar, and it fails, of course, right? This signal bar, if you take that, that's a winner, 1-to-1. By then, I was done trading. I think I stopped around this time. I don't like anything else because you're stuck in that range. So that's yesterday. This is the same stuff we've been dealing with lately, where you get out of the 15-minute opening range, and you go back in, and you go back up, then you go back in, stick in the opening range in the initial balance for most of the trading day, then you get out of it again, or you just come back in. There was a time last week where I think we closed within like Wednesday's 15-minute opening range, like 3 days after that. Ridiculous. We're getting no follow through. You get a few good trade setups here, but like I said, it's choppy. So it's something you're gonna have to deal with this summer. One day it'll be volatile. You get in a trade day, and then it'll be like the rest of the week just choppy. So let's look at the ES. That was the micro Nasdaq. Let's look at the micro ES. See if we can find anything good. From yesterday. Jeez, what's wrong with this computer? Getting ready for the Thursday's trading day. Frustrating. All right, let's look at the Gann swings. I haven't done a video on these. I was doing a weekly video on these Gann swings and swing failure patterns, but I haven't been able to do one recently. So I figured I'd throw it into the chart review. Here is a nice move going up. You get into profit. Don't know if that's a 1-to-1. Depends on where you had your stop. If you put your stop here, which I think in my rules I would have, because this correction is so much bigger than this one, then that's definitely a 1-to-1. That's more like a 1-to-2. There's another one here. Move down, move up, move down, move up. Put your entry here. There's another 1-to-1. And here is, get your move up, move down, move up. Does that break? It looks like it. So you get another 1-to-1 there. Well, no, it's probably not a 1-to-1. That could be a loser. And here's if you move, this is your first wave down, move up. If you take this, it doesn't get to a 1-to-1, and then you probably have to just close your trade at some point. Maybe you close it in profit here, down here before it goes up. I don't know. It depends on. I stopped trading at 3 o'clock, so I probably would have cut it short and left. So let's check the swing failure patterns. Triple EMA. Oh, I did see this yesterday when I was trading. I wasn't using the indicator, but I kind of looked at it around noon, and I remember seeing this. This is a great one here. Right off the EMAs, you get this hammer, swing failure, boom. Oh, you get another one here. Look at that. Another 1-to-1. Put your entry right here. There's your candle. Goes up. So you get 2 yesterday. Here's another one. Okay. I mean, I think that's not a perfect one, but it's up to you if you take the signal. So we'll just say 2. We won't count that one for now. Here's a great one against the trend, but I don't take those. Another one here against the trend. So you got a couple of them yesterday. You got a couple good Gann swings. And hopefully Thursday is a better trend day. I'm getting really tired of these days where we just go back up into the range. We just had news come out Thursday morning. Looks like good news. Looks like the market likes it. I think it was like PPI and unemployment claims or something like that. Go back to the Nasdaq. I took one trade last night in the Asian session on Euro futures. It was actually micro Euro futures. Look at that. Really proud of this trade. I'm testing a new trading strategy. It's kind of like a break and retest and a pullback strategy. So here's the pullback. Here's the first pullback. Here's the second pullback. And I entered here before I went to bed. So I'm just trying to target the local high here which it did. It got to right here. I actually should have put it to 2 to 1 in this case. 15-minute chart, you're asleep, why not do that? But normally if it was during the day and I was scalping on something lower than the 15-minute, like the 5-minute, the 1-minute, the 40 range, I would have just targeted this high. I have a second entry down here at the retest of this top. Here's that. So that also would have gone. And then you get, instead of one position, you get another position down here. So it's really going to be 3 units of profit. But this one didn't trigger. The low was right here. It would have had to trigger here to get to that. So that worked out. It just didn't get to my second entry. And then if you lose, then you lose 3 units because you lose this. Stop is double this here, and then you lose this. If you win a normal trade, you get 1 unit. A loss is 2 units, and a win when it triggers the second entry is 3 units. So this has worked out really good on the 1-minute chart. I did it on the 15-minute Euro futures last night. I was really proud of this trade. I like trading the higher time frame Forex futures at night because when you wake up in the morning, you might have some really good news. So that's it for this video, guys. I'm trying to do more of these chart sessions, recap sessions, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out, and trade safe.